Yo, what's going on, guys? Going. Yeah, that's a great, lovely stutter to start the video. Lovely. Anyway, I'm gonna be going over today's trade recaps. What I ended up taking today, I ended up taking one trade today. I'll go over tomorrow as well, actually, because on the past like 2 days, I think I've made like 4.5k trading evals. So I haven't made them, but I haven't made that much. But on evals, uh, passed an eval yesterday, trading CPI, and then I took a long yesterday as well. Just go over quickly what I took yesterday. So ended up just doing, the degen shit with the limit here, and ended up tagging me in like I don't even know. Probably tagged me in like get this magnet off. Tagged me in like here or something. Ran up, and I ended up TPing. I tried to TP 3k, but it only TP 2.8k instead. So I was just waiting for market open. I was just going to scalp 200 points. So we actually ended up having basically an A+ setup on market open. It actually wasn't really A+. It was A+, but in my opinion, there was just one slight reason why it wasn't A+. Nah, it was A+. No, it was A rated. It was A rated. Right, so here we go. Market open is 9:30. What did we do when CPI did its thing? Is I've seen this happen a lot as well. Is that when we have high volatile news like CPI, for example, will open up a unmitigated fair value gap within that leg of price on the CPI candle, and then we will tap it and reject off of it, and then go and take the high that the news left, right? So, boom, we had this 15-minute unmitigated fair value gap. And what did market open do? Pretty, like, really simple stuff. It's just a really clean AMD, I'm not gonna lie. We just chopped around 9:30 AMD. This is like the best trades, bro. I love these trades. Like, I really, really do. They're just so clean. But it's actually tragic because if I did take this on my funded, which I would have, to be honest, I would have ended up getting edged by like 2 ticks and then just a reversal to my break even. But because I only needed to TP $200, I ended up obviously exiting early because obviously why would I hold for the full draw when all I need is $200? So perfect 9:30 AMD, Judas swing, opened up a 3-minute fair value gap, tapped this unmitigated 15, ran these stops here, ran this liquidity, tapped this unmitigated 15-minute fair value gap, came into like a nice healthy discount of this range as well. Yeah, right below CE, like pretty close to OTE of the range here, to be honest. And then we just had immediate displacement, and we also had an SMT. We also had an SMT here as well inside this gap. So SMT inside of a key level, immediate displacement through this 3-minute fair value gap. Really, really good inversion. Really, really clean displacement. No hesitation whatsoever. And yeah, I ended up entering this, and I think I just went for a 1-to-1 with this. So it's like 41 points. I just TP'd here, because that's all I needed. Luckily, I did, because if I did hold for the full draw, I would have gotten a brutal break even. I don't know what happened here. We just had some random dump out of nowhere, 80-point candle. And yeah, I actually would have lost money. Probably lost like $100 or something because of slippage. So that's tragic with no paddock. Crazy stuff, but that was a really good trade, really clean. There's also a really nice trade later on that day as well at 10:50, where we had a really nice sweep here. It was inside of a key level as well. We had an SMT again inside of a key level. I think it was an hourly fair value gap. It was a 4-hour as well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was a 4-hour fair value gap as well. We had a really nice displacement through there. We swept out a bunch of liquidity. The only problem with this trade is that it was 10:50, so it's pretty late, but it was an extremely good trade. We had an internal SMT, we had clear draws above, we had an unmitigated 15-minute fair value gap above again, so we had 100% reason to make a move higher. Oh my god, bro! Every single time I do that, I don't even need to draw it out because it's. Oh no, I do. It's not that one. It's this one. Oh, maybe I should turn back on the magnet. Yeah, this one right here. Unmitigated 15. Now I have to scroll all the way back again because I love when TradingView just does that stuff. And we had an SMT as well in here as well internally. Yeah. SMT here. The highest time frame for value gap within this leg of price was this 1 minute. Immediate again, just instantaneous V-shaped recovery right through it after we reswept these lows. But it was just at 10:50, so it was a bit meh. It was like a 1-to-1 point. It was basically a 1-to-1. Nice, just 1-to-1 to this unfilled 15-minute for value gap. You could have held it to the other 15-minute. The more premiumed 15 minute if you chose to do so, and you would have hit TP with that as well. But again, that's when you're coming into like 11 a.m. super choppy stuff. So not a fan of 11 a.m. So that would have been like a really nice trade to take as well. If you did take that, good job. Super good, super clean trade. Good long. That was definitely long of the day, to be honest. This long was extremely good though, as well. I like both of these trades. They're both good. Cool. Now coming into today, the trade I ended up taking today. So we have it here set to 9 o'clock. So coming in today, extremely bearish bias, right? On the 4 hour, it's gonna skip. Yeah, it's gonna just spoil everything. Ugh. Anyway, on the 1 hour, we had again, like what are we doing here? So if we just look at the higher time frame, we've inversed every single key level possible to the left of us. We were bouncing off 0 fair value gaps to the left of us. 0. Inverse this 4 hour. We had a bunch of low resistance liquidity on the higher time frame as well. So these low resistant lows here, none of them are protected in my eyes. Maybe if you trade a different strategy, I don't know. Maybe you think they're protected. They're not protected, right? I don't think they are at all. Bunch of these low resistance lows right here. We have a unfilled 4 hour below all this, and then we have a new week opening gap down here as well. Where is it? On the 1 hour, we had a new week opening gap down here. New day, end dog, whatever you want to call it. Super strong draw. It's like a magnet to price. So we had a bunch of magnets lower. The bullish side of things was, I didn't really see one, to be honest. There was highs up here and stuff, but you just really can't be bullish in a market structure like this, in my eyes. If you were bullish, you should get a job. I'm kidding. That's a joke. But we had this hourly unfilled gap. Not unfilled at all. I don't know why I said unfilled. We had this hourly gap right here. This is how I mark out my fair value gaps as well, by the way. This is just something for you guys if you want to do it the same. I don't know. It doesn't really make a difference, but I like mark. So if we mitigate the fair value gap like we did here, I will mark out the remainder of the fair value gap to that high. So because everything else to the left, to below this is just redundant, so you don't need to mark it in. And this was also data high as well. So what I was hoping for on market open was a clean AMD again, because I just love AMD. PO3, IFEG, higher time frame key level. That's all you need. Beautiful stuff. So I was looking for a little AMD here, up here, and then we make a move lower and start slamming out all those draws below. But market had other plans. Market made a move lower. Market open. Yeah, there's New York AM. Then we made a move lower, and we actually had an SMT with sell side here. So with sell side liquidity, we had an SMT, and we had this really clean 1 minute here. Really, really clean V-shaped recovery. So technically an AMD to the downside, but again, it wasn't A plus because there was just no higher time frame key level. We were rejecting off a singular higher time frame key level to the left of us, but I didn't mind this. I was not hesitant, but I was going to take this on my eval. I was like, is this really the trade I want to take today? My one and done. I'm like, no, it's really not. I'd much prefer to take a short from up here or a continuation model down to my draws on liquidity. So let me actually mark in my draws so you can see how we went out today. So these were just simply all my draws. All of these 4 hour lows. Every single one of them. I wanted them all. Because it just made sense with today's PA that we were going to end up taking them. And we ended up, I think I might, you know what? I'll show you guys. Yeah. We ended up edging data highs again. And we also inversed a 5 minute bearish BD ray going up to data highs on both pairs, by the way. So at this point, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just remove data highs from my DOLs because clearly they just don't exist. Or do you know what? Every single time you enter a trade towards data highs from now on, you should TP early. I'm kidding. But like, I don't know what's been going on with data highs the past like week. They've just been acting like literally nothing. Like yesterday we edged data highs. Today we edged data highs. I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, I didn't like any shorts from here. It's like if you took a short from here, okay, but like why? You know, it makes no sense. Like any short in this range right here is, I don't know. I wouldn't even call it B tier. It's a bare minimum IFEG. You're taking a bare minimum IFEG. It's literally just all it is just a V-shaped IFEG with semi decent displacement. Like you're taking no key level, no fair value gap, not even a 5 minute. We have data highs above us. Like we have a way better key level above us that we haven't tapped yet. Like this 1 minute here is just completely invalid. Like there's no chance I'm taking this. It's a bad trade, honestly. Even though it did play out, it's a bad trade, in my opinion. So at this point, we opened up this 15 minute. What time is this? I don't know. I think it was 10 a.m. Yeah. Well, was it here? I don't know. When was it? Yeah, 10 a.m. opened it. Yeah. Cool. So we had this unfilled, unmitigated 15-minute bearish fair value gap above us here. Yeah, I love when price just jumps to it. Man, free play is so bad. Oh my god. So I ended up taking out like a bunch of my draws here, but at this point I was still not done for the day yet because my draws were still lower. My final draws, this is really, really nice stuff. So as we can see on the 50-minute here, we left a relative equal lows with this hourly low, which was also directly below another low on the 50-minute, but that's not really that important. It's just this hourly low I was looking at and this unfilled 4-hour. I was like, this is such an obvious draw. There's no way NQ will rage bait us that badly and not go into that. So we ended up. This is like these are the trades that I always end up banging on. I'm not gonna lie. These are the trades that I always end up like winning the most on. Is when we leave like relative equal lows at like one of your draws on liquidity, and then we end up retracing to a higher time frame key level, being this unmitigated 15-minute fair value gap. And as you can see, like this is like such clean manipulation. Like this is just print, just clear manipulation up into this unfilled 15-minute fair value gap here. It was just perfect. Like that was exactly what I wanted to see. So at this point, I was looking for shorts, like anywhere necessary. Now we did have this 1 minute originally, which is this 1 minute short right here, and I was going to take this, but I also didn't want to take it. The reason why I didn't want to take this was like, oh my god, this is 1 to like 5, 1 to what is this? Like 1 to 6, 7 R. We had a 2 minute, 4 minute. We had a 2 minute already in this leg of price, and the thing is, this is just like the way it is when you try the model that I trade. The specific rule is you have to take the highest time frame for value gap inversion within that leg of price. Reason being, because your trade idea is technically not valid and order flow has not been flipped yet until the highest time frame for value gap in that leg of price has been disrespected, right? So at this point, we had a 2 minute, we were forming a 3 minute, and this leg of price is from here to here. The manipulation leg, well, technically, no, it's not. The manipulation leg is technically from here to here. So it's just a straight bullish candle run for a manipulation leg, which is a bit unfortunate. Like it is what it is, but this is the leg. So you can't take just like 1 minute here. You can, and it might play out, but in this case it doesn't, and we end up re-sweeping here, and then we end up delivering. Now I think we inverse this 3 minute, boom, right here. We inverse this 3 minute fair value gap, but we were inside of a 5 minute. But the displacement was just so nice on this that I kind of wanted to take this. I was edging the sell button here, but I didn't take it, right? Because again, we still had this 5 minutes. So I just wanted more confirmation, right? So now at this point, we have a bunch of LR here. We have magnets. Like this is the trades that are just the obvious to me. We have magnets, bro. Literal magnets. Like, oh, hold on. Let me grab it. Where is it? Let me just grab it. Oh. Oh, how do I find it? Let me this. This is how I was looking at this. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Can you search things up on this? Maybe not. Oh, I'll find it though. Wait, it'd be in objects, right? Activity. Objects. Yeah. Has to be here somewhere. Come on. Yeah. Here we go. Look at this. How do I rotate it? Oh, it's not gonna let me. How do I? Alright, well, I don't need to rotate it, I guess. Literal magnets on price here. We have like a 1 hour equal 1 hour relative equal lows. We have low resistance liquidity here, and we also generated sorry, let's get back to my trade. So enough messing around. So at this point, ES had inversed this 5 minute for value gap. So yeah, as you can see right here, this is the 5 minute here that we were looking at on NQ, and ES inversed it. So at this point, I was like, okay, this 5 minute really holds no value. So what I waited for was we opened up a bullish or a bearish 5 minute, and I was like, this was my condition. So I was like, cool. If we want to be bearish here, and this fair value gap really holds no power, what I want to see us do is leave this low resistance liquidity here, retrace up to this bearish 5 minute, and then reject out of this bearish 5 minute, basically telling us that this bullish 5 minutes to the left of us really just has no power at all, right? So what we do is we retrace up to it here, and bang, instant displacement. I know that doesn't look much. No, it is much. It's instant displacement. Great reaction off the CE of this 5 minute. Beautiful displacement down, and this is where I ended up taking my trade. Now you're like, oh, what the hell? There's no fair value gap here. You're so profitable. What are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. I ended up taking this on eval, so I ended up taking this on this top step account. Oh, we're undergoing maintenance. Shocker with that one. Okay. 14th of January. Okay, well, today's P&L, as you can see, is 1.5k. So max winning day on top step for the evals. Okay, so apparently we're back on the 14th of January. Yeah, shocker with that one. Down step. Barrett. But what we did have here is we had a really clean 30-second CISD, and we also had a 15-second inversion. Now, I know they're super low time frame inversions, but I was taking this on eval, so it was whatever. I ended up entering this trade with 2 minis. I might stop just here. And I was targeting, well, if I took it with lower cons, I would have targeted the full drop. Because I targeted with 2 minis, it was like here or something where I got tagged out because I just made it to 1.5k, and that was just, bro, instantaneous displacement, just pure delivery right through all that. So would I have taken this trade on my funded? No, I wouldn't have, because there's no fair value gap to inverse here. So it is what it is. Always another day in price. Don't need to worry about it. But this move was just like, the narrative behind this move was so obvious, like too obvious. So on my eval, I was just like, yeah, I'll throw 2 minis on this if we get any form of disrespecting anything, like a CISD 15-second version, and we had both of them at the same time with this one candle. I can't show you that. I wish I could, but down step doing its thing per usual. Again, the magnet, the magnet was there. We had just magnets to the downside. So this was just like super, super obvious. I think we end up moving even lower. I think we actually end up coming into this new week opening gap. I think maybe we don't, do we? We do, yeah. We end up coming into this new week opening. Oh, do we? Oh no, maybe we don't. Maybe we edge it. Oh no, this was the new week opening gap here. The new day opening gap. I actually don't think we did end up going to it. Did we? No, we didn't. Yeah, we didn't. Okay. That's fine. So yeah, that was the trade I ended up taking today. 2 minis, made 1.5k. Very, very, very good trade. My entry was more discretion, which is okay. Would I take into my funded? No. It is extremely obvious, but again, only going to be sticking to 8+ setups from around the funded account. So I did decide to take this on the eval. Just kind of for the entry wise, it was just discretionary. I can't even go to the 15-second chart here. Yeah, too broke for that. Tragic times for real. Tragic when I paddock yet again. But this was really clean. 82 points. Again, I ended up getting taken out of the trade like right here or something, because that was a 1.5k on top step, and obviously I don't know more than 1.5k on top step. Those were breaking their rule of like the consistency or whatever it may be on the evals. So yeah, that's literally it. That's going to be it for today's trade recap. If you have any questions on my discretion behind this or my narrative behind this, or you want to ask me more in detail about anything, why I faded this trade, the 1 minute, well, I already kind of explained everything. I'm not going to lie to you. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you guys ended up taking any trades today. If you did, please let me know what time they were at. Tell me which inversion you took or whatever model you trade. I love hearing other people's trades and what they took. Super cool to see it. So yeah, that was my trade idea, my narrative, my experience on the markets today trading Nasdaq. And I'm going to be documenting my entire journey to profitability now. Obviously, we're going to be super focused, locked in now for tomorrow. I'm going to be trading on the funded. See if we can get some nice PA, maybe get a nice setup going on tomorrow. Of course, if not, doesn't matter. No biggie. Patience pays. Not going to be forcing anything. Only going to be taking the highest quality setups with the best narrative in my eyes. If I end up getting a payout, whatever, who cares? Something, a small step in the right direction for this long journey of profitability. So yeah, any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you want to add me on Discord and ask me any questions personally, or my Instagram or TikTok, they're going to be in the bio of this video. Feel free to check them out. Shoot me a DM, whatever. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm going to be uploading a trade recap tomorrow, going over PA tomorrow, see what we do tomorrow. Not even going to look at the charts now and determine the bias, but yeah, that's going to be it. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.